Hello, benevolent beings. This video, we're going to talk about inner infant healing. This might not sound like something you think you need. You probably don't even remember being a baby, but I'm going to tell you why everyone can benefit from healing their inner baby and how to do it. Lots of people have heard of inner child healing. When I do inner child healing with my students and my clients, I'll often ask them after the session how old they were in their vision when they were doing the healing. And they'll often say 4, 5, 6, 7, that kind of age range. Nobody's ever told me that they were healing themselves as an infant, as someone who is pre-mobile, pre-language. And there's a lot that happens during that time in our life, during our time in the womb, at our birth, and in that first year or two in life that significantly impacts how we are in the world. So I've already done a video about the root chakra. We've talked about anger. I'll link those videos in the comments if you missed out on them, because this is another piece of that work. When we are in our infancy, when we're in utero, when we're being born, the root chakra, the base chakra at the bottom of our spine, is the chakra that is most significantly impacted by our experiences. And if you watched those videos, you'll know that the way that root chakra imbalances or traumas show up can be like anxiety, depression, anger, being controlling, hoarding, money problems, family of origin issues, and things like that. And so inner infant healing can be really profound. What's happening is our perception of our experiences during that time as a baby is really ruling the show. It's running a lot of our programming. As I said before, most people have some kind of a root chakra imbalance. I really believe that our work right now around the planet is to heal those bottom 3 chakras, especially the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. That if we could do that work, we would all be so much better off as a society. We would feel safer in the world. We wouldn't be ruled by fear. There'd be a lot less anxiety, depression, suicide, a lot less greed, and all of those things that really make it hard to be a human with other humans on the planet. And so let's go back to this inner infant. The experiences that an infant might have that can really mess up the root chakra might not even necessarily have been ill-intended. So we can have really nice, loving parents, but have experiences that affect our root chakra. In fact, I know that a lot of my students will struggle when they're learning about the root chakra because things happen to our babies that are beyond our control. So despite all of our knowledge and all of our best intentions, we can still have experiences with our babies that are going to change who they are and how they perceive the world. And so that's why everyone can benefit from this kind of healing work. But even if, so we talk about people having good parents who are knowledgeable and caring and compassionate and have the best intentions. But then what about the people too who have parents that maybe didn't want to have a baby or were experiencing violence or other really stressful situations when they had a baby? Those kinds of situations are even more volatile and impact our root chakra. And as the baby in the situation, you have no control over who your parents are and what they're going through and how they care for you or don't care for you. All of that is something that just happens to us. I do believe on a soul level that we have contracts with our parents and we kind of agree to have these experiences as a soul, and we don't remember these kinds of agreements, but these are our opportunities in this lifetime and in this incarnation to grow and heal. If we were abandoned or neglected or experienced violence when we are in the womb, at birth, or in our infancy, that teaches us that we are not safe in the world, that we can't depend on others, that we can't trust, that we won't have our needs met. So we don't have a trust in the universe to provide for us, and so people will either experience lack, and so there's not enough coming in. They may experience some form of poverty or just really struggle to get ahead. Or people can hoard and be really greedy and try to accumulate more and more stuff, and all of that comes from a place of fear. If we're sort of neglected, and then we can feel like we're all alone, that nobody has our back, that we have to do everything independently, that we can't ask for help, or that if we do, people will say no, or they won't help us the way that we need. Or we can find ourselves just not trusting other people. So even if we thought we could ask somebody for help, we have a knowing that we just can't depend on them. And so how does this manifest? Well, when we're babies, if we're separated from our parents, sometimes it happens out of necessity, right? So this is one of those situations where sometimes people who are learning about this can experience a lot of guilt because they were separated from their babies, but they didn't feel like they had a choice. So this can happen in different health situations. So if a baby's born and they need to go to the special care nursery, and a mom needs to go in for surgery or something like that, then these are situations where maybe we're getting like the best care available to us by the people around us based on what they know or what they can do. But as a baby, we don't understand completely, or we just need something different. And then there are obviously situations where we're actually neglected, and we have parents who don't respond to our cries. And we've also gone through generations of time where there are people who we trust who tell us that babies should be left to cry it out, and that's a way to train them so that they're not so needy and things like that. So there's all of these different ways that we can experience fear, not having our needs met, violence and things like that in our infancy by other wounded people or well-intended people who just can't offer something different. And some babies are affected more because they're just higher needs people who have higher needs. And so, some people are easier going, and if somebody's not there for them, they just like cope with that better. And other babies can't even handle being put down for 5 minutes. It just makes them freak out. And so we're also impacted by the way that we're wired and what our needs are. And some of that probably comes from other lifetimes and things like that too, and our contracts with our parents on a soul level. So what are we going to do about it? Regardless of whether you know what happened to you in infancy, if you have root chakra imbalances, if you have trust issues, if you have issues with the material world, if you have depression or anxiety, or any of those manifestations, anger, then you can probably benefit from this healing practice that I'm going to share with you today. So we're going to do some work with our inner baby. We're going to use a guided visualization and light work for this healing practice. And this is something that you can do for yourself. And the more you do it, the more it's going to change your experience in the world and how you feel, and balance out this root chakra so that you are more grounded, more abundant, more sort of rooted, so that you're not flying off the handle or like overthinking things. We want to have a balanced chakra system. All right, so if you want to participate in this inner baby healing with me now, I'm going to ask you to sort of get comfortable. So find yourself in a comfortable meditation posture, or you can lie down if you like. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can do that now, closing your eyes partially or completely, and just observing your breath. Feeling your breath, animating your body, feeling it move your chest, cooling and warming the tip of your nose. Bring that breath down into the bottom of your belly. Really move your pelvic floor with your diaphragm. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. All of the muscles in your face soften and relax. Allow your jaw to be soft. Any tension between your eyebrows melts away. Let's bring in a sphere of healing light. So hovering above your head, I want you to see or sense it in your own way. This infinite supply of healing white light. And see that white light washing over you from the top of your head, over your shoulders, down both of your arms, your chest, belly, back, pelvic floor, legs, hands and feet. Seeing yourself wrapped and cocooned in this healing white light, clearing away any tension, any fear-based energy. Feeling grounded in your physical body, so feeling the surface that you sit upon, feeling your muscles and bones that make you solid and human. Feeling your breath, absorbing this healing light into your tissues and cells and the spaces between your cells, breathing it in. And in your mind's eye, I want you to see or sense in your own way a safe space. Find yourself in your own special room. It can be real or one that you just use for your healing practices in your imagination. A nice cozy space. Maybe it has a fireplace. Maybe it has lots of plants and crystals. Light shining in through windows. Maybe there's a fountain in this space and a collection of stones and things. Whatever you would bring into your healing space, candles. I want you to find in this healing space the rocking chair, and go to that rocking chair in your mind and sit down and find yourself rocking and swaying, looking around at your healing space, feeling safe and grounded. Now in your arms, I want you to see or sense in your own way baby you at any stage of infancy, holding this baby in your arms. And now I want you to see that infinite supply of white light wrapping around this baby like a beautiful swaddle blanket. Beautiful swaddle of protective and healing white light, clearing away any fear-based energy. Seeing this white light pour over baby you, washing away any fear-based energy, any residual energy from experiences in the womb, at birth, or in infancy that no longer serve you. Seeing that residual energy transmuted by this healing white light, it washes it away or changes it and transforms it so that it serves our greater good. And rock baby you in this chair. I want you to look into the eyes of you as a baby and tell them that they are safe, that they survive, and that they are loved, and that they are made of love. Remind them of their true essence. Whenever you're ready, take that baby you and bring it into yourself. Reintegrate your inner baby into yourself today. And feel that settling in. See this healing sealed by the infinite supply of healing white light. See this light balancing your root chakra, strengthening your back, healing your heart, keeping you grounded. Erasing any fear-based energy from your whole body, anything that tells you you are alone, that it's not safe, that we should be afraid, that we should not trust or connect with others. Any of those beliefs are washed away by this white light and this healing. And sealed in are the beliefs that I am safe, I am held and supported, the universe has my back, I can connect with and depend on others. And I am worthy of this healing. And take another deep breath all the way down to the bottom of your pelvic floor. And on your exhalation, letting go, surrendering, and allowing this healing to take its full effect. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you haven't already, come back to this room. And remember to come back to this practice again if you want to. You can do it in the bath, you can do it in a float tank. Adding many layers of this healing is only beneficial, but I think that you'll find even after doing it just once that it makes a difference.